what happens whenever you rent the house right next door to your parents. This is what we call a mower derby. Saturday evening, we were all sitting out having a cocktail, warming up the barbecue. Next thing we know, the mowers are going. It's like a mower rally. That grass looks good though. We were out, had to drive to Little Rock again today. It's Randy's birthday. And then here is the famous wishing tree, live and in person. Let's walk over here and check some out. Look at how cool all this stuff is. It's so cute. The tree is full of wishes. It's a beautiful tree.
We got a place to rent, and we move in on the 15th of July, but we got permission from the landlord to let us start a little herb garden, and then she gave us permission to do a garden in the backyard too, which we're not early enough to do a standard summer garden, but we can get a fall garden in pretty handily. So I'm going to show you what we did with our herb garden. We wanted to record it when we were doing it, but the day got away from us, so I'm just going to show you the end result. So this is our herb garden, right? We got some pepper plants in, we've got some sage and some rosemary, got a lot of basil, some cilantro, some dill, some thyme, and some oregano. Not a big deal. The wood, we got from Home Depot for free in their cold lumber section. So I don't know if you know this, but if you go back to where they cut the wood off for the customers in the back of the store in the lumber section, a lot of times they have wood cut off that they will give you for free, or they will give you at a greatly reduced price. So from there, this is the rest of the backyard that we're going to have, which is pretty sizable, as you can see. We're still in town, which is not optimal, but I think for now it's a really good place with the lack of rentals that are in the area that we're in, and it's got some yard available to where we can put a garden in. I think we're going to put one right there in front of that shed. That's my in-laws' house, so we're going to live right across from our in-laws, which is really cool because they can help us out with whatever we need, and we get along really well, and I like having them around. I find some comfort in that. So this is the back of the house, and they're still getting stuff out of it. So that's just a quick update on what we've done. Bear in mind, like, I know if you're trying to homestead that you may not have the optimal piece of ground, but you can do things. You can put in a little herb garden, or you can do a bucket garden where you're growing things out of buckets in your backyard. We couldn't do that in Vegas. The buckets would get so hot during the summer that it would kill the plants. And there's ways around that, but we didn't find out until right before we left. So I would encourage you, if you're a prepper or a homesteader, knowing where your food source comes from is important. And especially with the supply chains, we're seeing the price of beef and everything going up, and they say that it's supposed to come down in September timeframe. Anything that you can do to help offset your costs is going to be huge. And then the other thing that you may not think of is all the farmers markets and the little produce stands are up, and a lot of that is organically grown or grown by people like us in our backyard. You can handily pick up tomatoes or other vegetables that you eat, and you can can them. You don't have to necessarily grow your own, but a lot of times you'll find that that produce that you can get on the street stands on the side of the road are better quality than what you can find in the grocery stores, and you could probably get pretty good deals on them if you do some negotiation with them. So if you're canning, I know the ones that we have in our area, they have a ton of tomatoes in right now, and they have a ton of cucumbers. So if you wanted to make pickles, I like pickles, so that's an interest for us. And in this area, there's okra, so you could pickle some okra up, and if you do it right, okra is amazing. But I know that's an unpopular opinion with a lot of people. Anyway, just a quick touch base with you, just to let you know we're still alive and we're still kicking, and we've been busy. So the other thing that we did for our business is we went around and we've been traveling a lot, putting flyers out at feed stores and construction, home supply areas. So we've been doing that, trying to get our business back up and running. So that's about all I got on this one. I'm going to do another video, I think, a little bit later on today. But if you like this one, please click that little subscribe button, give us a like, share it with your friends if you think they'd be interested in what we're doing. And thanks for coming and giving us a listen. Have a great day.